Just got to find a way to finish, find a way to come out on top. There's a nuance to that, and we got to acquire the skill over these weeks of practice. So, it's a start. We got out there, we came together as a team, and we had to fight all game. It was a good challenge for us. It's a good team, and we're going to build on what we put out on the field today.
Garrett, looked like you took a pretty tough shot on that last play on offense. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I got to catch the ball, give us a shot to see what happens, right? It's a game. You never know what's going to happen. I'm fine. I just got to find a way to, finish the catch and see what happens, give us a shot.
Just in the offense overall, how did you feel about the way you guys functioned today?
We function, man. We function. I'm going to go back to being at our best when it's required. We got to finish the game. We got to find a way to win. But we functioned, and at the end of the day, it is week one, right? We got some time to iron some things out, which is good. But I thought it was an all right start.
Your thoughts on the way Justin performed today?
Yeah, man, that boy is a dog. Like that's the man I know, man. He come out and put everything on the field every time, every play. He don't give up on any play. He don't give up on anything. And I know that stuff like that is inspiring to the dudes on the field with him and probably to the dudes watching. So it felt good to be back out there with Justin and just know that he got my back, I got his, right? And that's the mentality, the mindset, the relationship that we're going to take in every week.
Garrett, as well as your offense play, those last two drives, does that kind of take?
Yeah,
kind
for
of remember
sure.
That those last two drives.
Yeah, 100%. Like when you don't find a way to finish the game and to get points to put it away or to get points to win the game, those are the ones that's going to weigh on you at night, right? It's not the ones you did well. That's what we expect to do. We practice, we go about our business right. We're pros, and we expect to go out and operate and play well. We're going to lose sleep over the ones we didn't finish right. So those last two drives are going to weigh on us, and we're going to clean it up.
Okay, a couple more.
How do you balance that? Obviously feeling some optimism about what you're able to do and some frustration with not getting the result you wanted.
Yeah, I mean that's the game, right? That's the game that I've played, my whole life. It's okay, you did this good, but that's expected of you. That's good, right? But where were you faulty at? And those are the things we're going to focus on, right? And that's just the game. That's cleaning up your craft, and that's being a competitor. They took advantage of something that I put out there, and I got to figure out what it was so we can figure out how to win these games in the future.
Garrett, sorry if you already answered something.
No, you're okay.
What can you learn about what this offense is capable of today?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to be out there as a group and for an extended period of time and get some reps. We know our identity and that's going to be what was shown today. But then when it's called upon us to maybe make an act that is out of our wheelhouse, right down the stretch, we got to find a way to do it. And that's what we're going to take away from this game, And at the end of the day, it wasn't all right showing. First time out, get 32 points, but you needed 35 to win the day, So it wasn't enough.
Just considering how well the offense was moving all game, how confident were you guys going into that last drive?
Very confident. It was just disappointing. We had a few miscommunications within myself and the O-line, and I think it would have been help us be able to protect Justin a second longer, so he could get a scramble drill or be able to get a throw to G or J Ray or whoever was in. So that was really disappointing, and it was kind of looks that we had seen all week, but we weren't as locked in as we should have been at that point. So I think on us, we got to be better for Justin and for the receivers, so they can go make the plays, and so we could go have a chance of winning the game.
How do you guys work through that? How do you make that happen? Practice, talking, meeting?
Yeah, it's just all a matter of just being locked in the moment and just owning the moment. So I feel like we'll be fine. We talked about it at the end of the game, and I think we'll be fine. But it just sucks. We did really well today, but I think definitely we left those last 4 or 5 plays out there.
The outcome of the game notwithstanding, you guys talked a lot all offseason about how you wanted to establish the run early on in these games and make that a part of your identity. How do you feel like you set the tone for that?
Yeah, it was a good day in the run game. That's the standard we set in the running back room from the day the coaches got here. We take pride in trying to be the spark and being the guys that show up and do our job every day, because we know the O-line has that standard and we know the receivers have that standard and Justin has that standard for himself. So it's just the standard we set as an offense. And then, when we need to throw it, we throw it, and we do that really well. Justin runs the ball very well, and we make plays, but we just didn't make enough today.
Your first extensive action with Justin in the huddle. What's it like in the game, and just that running dimension that he brings? How does that open up?
Yeah, he brings a sense of calm because he never gets too high, never gets too low. And I'm hurt for him because obviously you never want to lose to your old team or whatever. But I think he commanded the offense, had control of the offense, and he was a great leader for us today. So it's always cool to have a guy that's always even keel and has control of what's going on. So it was good. It was a good day.
So you and Aaron Rodgers had a moment before the game, a little reunion type thing. What was it like, seeing him and losing to him?
Nah, it was funny because me and him text a few times during the off season, but our conversation always ends in me not texting back. So he was just joking. He was like, "Oh, you never want to text me back, but you text me this morning," because I woke up early and texted him this morning before the game, just to mess with him. And so as soon as he saw me, we both just bust out laughing. And that's still my guy. Love him, but he's on the opposite team, so he's an enemy at the end of the day.
How early did you text him?
It was probably like 8 o'clock. Yeah.